Hey scrapbookers and crafters, it's Michelle at michellesizemore.com with one L in my first name for my website link. I'm a creative memories advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this easy border using the Sunglasses Chain Border Maker cartridge, which is new for summer this year. And I used yellow paper. It's got like little sunshines on it, little textured look to it, and that is from the Relax into Summer collection. And white cardstock, and then I just used orange, green, and purple cardstock. Really simple ingredients for this. All right, let's set this aside and get started. Here's everything I used, which I just reviewed. I've already partially cut some of this, but I'll demonstrate it all for you. First thing we'll do is cut our strip of sunshine paper to 2 inches with our trimmer. And this is not really a directional pattern, so it doesn't matter which direction you go. So we're going to cut it to 2 inches right here. I'm going to line up at the 2-inch mark, follow that grid line all the way down, close my arm. I've got the straight blade in here, and we're going to cut. So I've done that, and then I will cut my scallop strips, which are for this scallop border right here. I've got my extra blade stored underneath. This is the scallop. Now I want to show you something about this border, this blade. This is the only one that matters which way you position it. All our other blades, it doesn't matter if you put it in with the logo facing right or facing left. They're all going to cut the same. But this one, it does matter. So if you put this in with the logo facing right, I'm going to place this at just about 3/4 of an inch or so and cut. And what you're going to get is this. And this is the look that I want. It looks like a scallop. Okay? But if you put it in with the logo facing to the left, you're going to get this look, which looks more like a wave. So this is what I want for this border, but if you want like to cut a strip of blue and make it look like ocean water or pool water, you could do it facing the other way. So it's kind of like 2 blades in one. Okay, so I cut this, and I've already cut another one. So I've got my 2, and it doesn't really matter how wide they are. I cut this one to about 3/4 of an inch. This one's a little bit bigger. Most of this is going to be tucked underneath your yellow paper, so it doesn't really matter how wide it is, as long as it's wide enough to put some tape runner on there. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is we'll put this blade, well, let me get my straight blade back in here, because that's the one I use the most. Put this one here and set this aside for the moment, and then we're going to cut a strip of sunglasses with our new Sunglasses Border Maker cartridge. Okay, so this is the paper holder. This is the cartridge holder. I'm going to take this out just so I can show you how to put it back in. You're going to push it. I'm holding it upside down. Push this button and just gently with your thumb, give it a little nudge and sort of catch it as it comes out. Okay, to put it in, you want to put it in this way with these metal pieces sticking outward until it snaps in place. And we're going to open this. And this is our paper tray holder. And you put your cardstock in, and you want to line it up with all the edges here and close it. It's a magnetic arm. Then pop this into place underneath. And then you're going to put your cardstock here. You're going to line it up to where your notches meet right here and punch. And gently work your way out. Plop it back in place to where your notches match up and punch. And just go all the way down. And I stand up to do this because I kind of need to lean over it and kind of put my weight into it, and I'm short. So I think that does make it easier, even if you're tall, but especially if you might be short like me. So okay, so that's how you do that. It's super easy. All right, so I'm going to grab this and my 2 strips of white and my other ones that I've already pre-cut. So grab this silicone mat, and let's put our sunglasses on first. So y'all might be able to hear my dog barking. She's downstairs, but my son just got home and she's going nuts. So hopefully you can't hear her, but if you can, I hope it's far away to where it doesn't just disturb you too much. Okay, so we're gonna put 3 rows of sunglasses, just sort of for a fun and colorful look. And there's a little trick here too that I need to show you, because I need to sort of stagger them because they kind of go in waves. And then I'll have to work my way back to piecing it back together at the end. So, all right, I'm going to put my repositionable tape runner on here. I love that it comes out in clear sticky dots. The excess sticks on the mat behind it, so it doesn't stick to your table. That's why I love using a mat. Okay, so we're going to put this orange one down, and I'm going to put it, oops, I need to trim. I need to get my, no, it's okay. I just sort of rubbed it and it came off. It was a little shaggy edge on there. So I'm going to mount this, press it down and make it stick. Then I'm going to do my green. And I need to sort of move the green to kind of go with the wave of the orange, which means I have extra here and not here, but I'm going to fix that at the end. And now I'll do the purple. And we're going to do that so it kind of goes with the wave of the green. And I kind of want to pop these green ones over the purple, kind of alternating so they won't look like they're all covered up. And that's the great thing about using the repositionable tape runner. You can kind of do that. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to grab some scissors. And I am just going to cut this off. So now really all I need to do is have a little bit more green here. And I'm going to see if it'll work just to move this piece over here. It probably won't. Well, it kind of does. Yeah, I'm just going to match it up. Yeah. And put it over there. So I didn't even have to cut another one. I thought I might have to cut another one. Now I'm going to rub this down pretty well, gently, so it doesn't bend on me. And make sure I get any of those little clear dots off of there. And I'm going to trim this just a tiny little bit to even that up. Okay, now I just need to put my scallop borders on, and I'm going to put some repositionable tape runner down one vertical side in just little dabs. And I want about this much to show of that white scallop. I'm going to do the same, oops, rub that hard to make it stick. It almost came up. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Let about the same amount show on the other side. This scallop blade is one of my favorites. It might be my favorite. I tend to use the decal one the most just because it's the most practical, but this one's my favorite. And the wave. I like the wave too. And I'm not talking about the wave when I do this the opposite way. We actually have a wave one. And it would work on here too. Actually, it'd work great on here. Okay, so again, I just kind of need to rub this well to make sure it sticks. And I think I need to pull a little bit of this down to make it just a tiny bit wider. It's sort of angled on me, I think. Well, it was just that way all the way down. Okay. I probably should have just left it the way it was to begin with. Okay. Rub it again. Okay, and then I just need 2 straight strips of green that are about 3/4 of an inch each. Got my straight blade in here. Got 1, Cut another one. Also, by doing it this way, instead of cutting one big strip, it helps you save a little paper, but I mostly do it because I don't like having to measure and be exact. And I like that I can just do it this way and eyeball it. Now I'm going to put some repositionable tape runner on the edge of this scallop. I think I'm nearing the end of that. I am. Let me grab another one. If I weren't doing a video, I would take this out and replace it, but I'm just trying to be faster. And grab another one because I had it handy. Okay. Now we're going to mount this on top so that that green shows past that white and it really kind of shows off that scallop edge. That might be a little too much. I might want it a little skinnier than that. Yeah, about like that. And rub it as you go. I'll trim that to even it up when I'm done. And do the same thing here. You want it to be about the same amount of green showing on the top and the bottom. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and trim off that part where it's not even. All right, and I'm finished. So I have a sunglasses border, and you can put this at the top of your page in Scrapbook, and you could use decorative paper or white paper, whatever works for you, or put it at the bottom. I probably wouldn't put it at the side just because it's a directional pattern. I like that it looks the way it's supposed to. And you have a quick and easy border. And all you used was cardstock really and one piece of decorative paper. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.